believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to what.
Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare but things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity and hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize.
You really think so? When we first met...
We were just starting out then, come on! So Alma told you.
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Ether, what happened to our spaceship back then? It's time to learn the truth at last. I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story but while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the story of the time before I was born, was in fact the story of my But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality...
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky, the great ruler of the firmament, the heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Teyvat, or something that cannot be known. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Ether. Those men, no one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take...
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon.
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist.
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Teyvat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, You had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Teyvat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Sandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again. Even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that he rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, he would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in his eyes.
Ether...
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some Kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moonprayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be alright.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right in front of solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. But that night,
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by Look, Teyvat is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Teyvat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think yours is saying...
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nefer a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Teyvat. I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Teyvat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Ether found me, he came from outside the ship. Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass.
Are you alright?
Yes. I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Ether telling me that when he first arrived in Conria, he could not recall the past. So this might be something that even he doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's a matching pair with Ether's. He always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge...
Really?
Yes. It's still the same you.
Only call him.
Traveler. Do you consider Teyvat...
Home is wherever Ether is. But then, after all the time I've spent here and everything I've been through... Yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Teyvat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Teyvat turned out to be...
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Teyvat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take... I thought that a home was a transaction, but you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us.
In the past, but after journeying to the distant past where the story began, now...
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvaki to Nodcry again.
Wait! But...
Oh, I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my hope... Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust that
My power. It feels like it's grown. Thank you. This will be a great help.
you're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I would.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get one shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that. The moon seems so far away. I felt it might, but on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do.
Well,
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
these clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on. For you, like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an end. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot. Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly... That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god wields. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. There's Regrator. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. But I could never wrap my head around how I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appeared to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It is, after all, no longer an illusion. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth.
To Jean, Acting Grand this preamble is such a pain to write. I trust that Durin has updated you all on recent events. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evils. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsas in a short while... Wait, how am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in a letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give her? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any... Whew. And that, as they say, is all... And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.